Oh, we made it to Friday. We made it to the weekend. We talked a little bit about love. Love being a learned behavior. It's not just some sort of magical spirit that brings you together. It's learned. We also talked about hood games before iPads and before iPhones. Everybody had, we had to play in the neighborhood with other kids. We talked about the games that we played. Let's remember it and let's talk about it.
All right, so you texted me this. Hey, Romeo. Last weekend, my boyfriend took me to Disneyland for our 5-year anniversary, and it was great. I had an amazing time. Toward the end of the Disneyland trip, my boyfriend got down on one knee and proposed to me. I said, "No, I'm not ready." The drive home back to Bakersfield was silent. We didn't talk at all. He dropped me off, and ever since then, I haven't heard from him. I tried talking to him, called him, even went to his house, and he just doesn't want to see me. I don't know if our relationship... Oh, your relationship's over. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, no, you don't even have to ask me. I don't know if our relationship is over, Romeo, but we didn't break up, and he's making it seem like we did. Oh, we broke up. Exactly. The minute you said no, you broke up. I didn't know that you didn't know that. I love this man, Romeo. He's my partner, and how can we get past this? He can always ask again later down the line. What should I do? Should I give up and move on or fight for him? Honestly, I mean, without knowing him, but the guy, it's been 5 years, and the guy went all out and prepared and was ready to do a proposal. I would say you're done. I don't know if emotionally his ego can get past that. And maybe in time, but you're done. I mean, I would say you're done. And you're saying last weekend, I mean, maybe. I think you're done. I mean, you humiliated him. You said no, you don't want to marry him. Why don't you want to marry him? Why aren't you ready to get married after 5 years? I mean, I get it. And I'm not saying you're wrong for not wanting to get married. And maybe he is being unreasonable, but you're done. I mean, he's ready to get married. You're not. How was that any different? If the roles were reversed and she was ready to get married and he wasn't and she left, nobody would care. But the roles are reversed to some extent. So, nah. I would say you're done. I mean, maybe does he have a tendency when he gets mad to kind of shut himself off, shut you out? I don't know what his pattern is when he's upset. Because right now he's all up in his feelings, upset. How does he get when he gets like that? Does he shut you out? Does he get, I don't know. Alrighty, 42547-7. You think he's done with her? After 5 years, he proposed at Disneyland, which means he planned it all out. And she said no. I think that's the end. I think that's the deal breaker. Once I propose to you and you don't want to marry me, our relationship can't go any further. I got to go find a new woman. Ooh, this girl messed up. I'm going to tell you right now, if she wants her man, she blew it. Alrighty, 42547-7. Hey, Romeo, last weekend, my boyfriend took me to Disneyland for our 5-year anniversary. It was great. I had an amazing time. Toward the end of Disneyland, my boyfriend got down on one knee and proposed to me. I said no because I'm not ready. Now, let me clarify. That is perfectly okay that you said no, you're not ready. But you have to accept the consequences of what that comes with, okay? The drive home to Bakersfield was silent. We didn't talk at all. He dropped me off. Ever since then, I haven't heard from him. Tried to call him. Excuse me, even went to his house. He just doesn't want to see me. I don't know if our relationship is over, Romeo, but we didn't break up. And he's making it seem like we did. I love this man, Rome. He's my partner. How can we get past this? He can always ask again later down the line, what should I do, Romeo? I should give up or move on or fight for him. I'm just going to say He's probably never going to ask you again, and he shouldn't. And your relationship's probably over. I mean, was it just you and him at Disneyland? Were there family members there? I mean, the guy, it's been 5 years. The guy goes all out, and you turn him down. And let's be honest, after 5 years of being with somebody, if you don't want to get married to him, do you really want him in the first place? I mean, he might be ready to settle down. He might be ready to start a life. And if you don't want that after 5 years, then hey, he needs to let you go and go find somebody else that's ready. Hey, Rome, she's done. A guy doesn't propose without receiving signs that a girl was ready. He probably feels used. Proposal at Disneyland is a girl's dream. She is done. I don't disagree with you on that. Hey, Rome, that broad is stupid. Just because you accept a proposal doesn't mean you're getting married tomorrow. They could have set a date for way later. Yeah, they are done. 5 years is a long time. You're right. I didn't think about that. You're right. You don't have to get married tomorrow. You could be a fiance. Fiance, is that what they call it? Yeah, you could be a fiance for a few years. And then you're 7 years in? Yeah. Nah, I think you're done. But are you being honest with yourself? If after 5 years you don't want to marry this man, do you really want him? I don't even know that you're being honest with yourself at this point. Are they done? She wants to know, do you think they're done, or should she fight for him? I don't even know how you fight for him. He won't even take your phone call. 842-547-7. It's out. So I got this text message, which is very, very interesting. This poor girl. Hey, Romeo, last weekend, my boyfriend took me to Disneyland for our 5-year anniversary, and it was great. I had an amazing time. Towards the end of the trip in Disneyland, my boyfriend got down on one knee and proposed to me. I said no because I'm not ready. The drive home back to Bakersfield was silent. We didn't talk at all. He dropped me off. Ever since then, I haven't heard from him. I tried to talk to him, called him, even went to his house, and he just doesn't want to see me. I don't know if our relationship is over, Romeo, but we didn't break up. He's making it seem like we did. Well, I think you saying no to a marriage proposal, isn't that just like breaking up with somebody? I love this man, Romeo. He's my partner, and how come we can't get past this? Well, why don't you want to get married if you love him? He can always ask again later. That is where I have the problem. He can ask again later. Like, are you just that great of a person? He's just supposed to keep waiting and keep asking till you're ready. So, yeah, I don't know about all that. He has a say in when he's ready to get married also. You're not the only one that has a say in marriage, okay? Now, you have a say in your marriage, but he also has a say when he wants to get married. If you two aren't on the same page, he needs to move on, and I think he did. What should I do, Romeo? Should I give up and move on or fight for him? Sounds to me like you've already made your decision. I don't even know why you're asking me that question. Hey, Rome, stick a fork in that relationship because it's done. What was the reason she said no? It's been 5 years. Sounds like she said she wasn't ready. Man, I bet even Mickey Mouse was laughing. Man, poor dude. That's what I'm saying. All right, 842-547-7. Is the relationship over? What do you guys think? So I got this text message from this lady. She says, hey, Romeo, last weekend my boyfriend took me to Disneyland for our 5-year anniversary. It was great. I had an amazing time. Toward the end of the Disneyland, my boyfriend got down on one knee, proposed to me. I said no because I'm not ready. The drive home back to Bakersfield was silent. We didn't talk at all. He dropped me off, and ever since then, I haven't heard from him. Tried talking to him, called him, even went to his house. He just doesn't want to see me. I don't know if our relationship is over, Romeo, but we didn't break up, and he's making it seem like we did. But you did break up when you said no. I love this man, Romeo. He's my partner. How can I get past this? He can always ask again later down the line. What should I do, Romeo? Should I give up and move on? First of all, you should get it out of your head that he can ask again later down the line. He should never ask you to get married again. Now, whether you stay together and whether you work it out, I don't know, but he should never ask your hand in marriage again. 842-547-7. I think it's over. I think you messed up. If you really wanted him, why didn't you say yes? You didn't have to get married today. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Hey, man, go ahead and kick that dude in the nuts, dog. She humiliated him, dude. His man. I don't know if he gets his recovery, but he don't want to ever see that girl ever again.
I
even know her.
don't. Yeah,
All
that's
right, brother.
later. I mean, you humiliated him. I don't know what else to tell you. You did about the worst possible thing you could have done to him. Hey, Rome, just because he proposed doesn't mean they would have to get married right away. They'd be engaged for how long? Obviously, she just doesn't want to marry this guy. 5 years or not. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, too. I'm thinking you're upset. You didn't really want to marry him because when the relationship, when it was there, when it was do or die, when it was, yes or no, it was on, when it came down to the nitty gritty and he said, let's get married, you said no. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with you saying no. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with you saying no. But 5 years in, and you don't want him. You don't want to marry him. You're just upset right now because you got dumped. But you did it, right? Because these people are absolutely right. You're not getting married tomorrow. That engagement could go 1, 2, 3 years. Now you're 8 years in. And you just to nonchalantly say in your text message, well, he can ask me again. That just makes you that does not make you look good. Like you're so great that some guy's just supposed to keep asking you until you say yes. But no, he has a choice and he's ready to get married. You're not. That relationship's done. I agree with these people. All right, so I got a text message today. It said, hey, Rome. Last weekend, my boyfriend took me to Disneyland for our 5-year anniversary. It was great. Had an amazing time. Towards the end of Disneyland, my boyfriend got down on one knee, proposed to me. I said no because I'm not ready. The drive home back to Bakersfield was silent. We didn't talk at all. He dropped me off. Ever since then, I haven't heard from him. I tried talking to him, called him, even went to his house. He just doesn't want to see me. I don't know if our relationship is over, Romeo, but we didn't break up, and he's making it seem like we did. Once again, once you said no, you broke up. I love this man, Romeo. He's my partner. How can we get past this? You can always ask again later down the line. What should I do? Should I give up and move on or fight for him? I still don't. Every time I read the line, he can ask again later down the line. I just think that's so arrogant and pompous of you to say that. Like you're just some prize that he should just be waiting for when the reality is, you messed up. All right. Hey, Rome, already 42547-7. I already read that text message. Let him go. Let him find someone who actually is going to want the same thing. Yeah, I just don't think she wants to marry him. Rome, dude probably took her saying no as a breakup. He's probably already working on plan B. Why? Probably because, that is a breakup. If you ask somebody to marry you and they say no, that you might as well break up, especially after 5 years. If they ask you after 5 months and you say no, okay, I get it. But 5 years, she says no, yeah, she doesn't want to marry you. Hey, Rome, they both need some coffee. Oh, God. All right, 842-547-7. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo, good morning. Hey, tell that girl it's a wrap, bro. It's over.
That's what I would think.
Yeah, because he got so embarrassed in front of family that it's going to take a while for him to get over that, man.
That's what I would think. And I would think after 5 years, if she doesn't want to marry you after 5 years, she doesn't want to get married.
Yeah, bro, that's a bad, man. I feel bad for the dude, man.
All right.
Anyway, just tell him to just move on and find another one.
Exactly.
That's all he can do.
There's more out there.
Romeo.
All right, man, later.
Take care, brother.
She don't want you, bro. You don't want him. You can sit there and tell me you love him. And how are you going to fight for him now? You humiliated this man at Disneyland. The only thing worse is humiliating him on the Jumbotron. You can't do much more. So, yeah, I'm with everybody. I think it's done. All right, 42547-7. You text me here about this situation. Rome, damn, that woman said no. Why didn't she break up? Why didn't she break up with a man then? Just leading him on, that's just leading him on that she's his soulmate. Okay, shaking my head. Nothing more toxic than a woman. Well, yeah, I mean, if after all those years, he asks you to marry him and you say no, does that mean you never want to get married or you just don't want to marry him? Yeah, that relationship's done. I mean, once you ask somebody to marry them, once you get to that point where you believe you want to be married or you think the relationship has reached that level of whatever commitment, then you gotta believe that, right? You gotta. If she says no. You know what's funny about the situation is that it's okay for, I guess, her to say no. That's acceptable. But had he never asked, he would be the bad guy. Yeah. So I think you got to break up with her. I don't know how you could. I mean, I don't know how he could ever come back to you after that. Already 42547-7. Yeah, Rome, I would have left her. Left her ass there. Oh, you'd have left her at Disneyland. No, you can't do that. That's going too far. Hey, 42547-7. Good morning, what's going on?
Hey, Romeo, how you doing?
Doing great. What's up?
Hey, so, okay, what you have in your hands is crazy, and I totally agree with you. You know, even if you're not ready to get married, if you're in love, lock it in. I mean, heck, some people go their entire lives without finding love, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you find the one, there's nothing.
Let me ask you this question. If you're 5 years in and you're not in love enough to get married, does that mean you're not in love with the person?
Right,
okay.
Right. So
okay.
I was baffled at that too. You know, 5 years and, you know, you don't even have a baby with this guy? Not that she should, but I'm just saying. That's a lot of smushing for an egg to not be fertilized. Do you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it just, you know, whenever you find love, lock it in. That's all I'm saying. And the guy that texted you was correct. You know, I was thinking the same thing. You don't have to get married tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You can be engaged for as long as until you're ready.
Yeah,
do you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? A lot of people do that. Bethany Frankel was engaged for like 7 years before she called it off.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right.
So, but I do have to let him know if he's listening, which he probably is. Listen, hop on over to the How You Doing community. I could use a ring. Ow. I could use a fatty. How you doing?
Lord have mercy. That last text that was what we're analyzing. Well, yeah. And then you said, love ain't learned, Rome. Love sprung is a raw, natural feeling, the purpose of life. You're 100% wrong. 100% wrong. Love is learned. And if you've ask anybody that's left a man because he's a jackass or left a woman because she cheated or picked something, you're not in love with them anymore. It is learned. Lust is natural. Lust is a feeling. Love is learned. They're trying to make you think it's a feeling. Society wants you to, you know, probably the jewelry company wanted you to believe that love is a feeling. Love is not a feeling. It's a learned behavior. Well, I guess you could say it turns into a feeling, but you can turn it off and on. So no, lust is what you're talking about. All right, I'm going to tell you right now why love is a learned behavior. It is a learned behavior rather than just a feeling. It involves active choices, skills, and patterns acquired through life's experience, upbringing, and attachment styles. That's why it's a learned behavior, okay? Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Yo, Rome.
What up, yo?
So I think when you're, I'd say a teen, love can be like a drug, though, too.
It's not love. It's lust, Joe.
It is, well, because this is what we learned in biology, that, teen they have to learn how to turn it off and on. And that's how you see the ones that think they commit suicide when their girlfriend breaks up with them. they hold on to the car. You know, you see them videos of them girls holding on to the car or the guy. Don't leave me, no. They get arrested and all that.
Adults do that too.
Yeah, because that's why I said love can be like a drug if you don't control it.
It's not love, though. It's not love.
According to biology, it is.
No, that's the term. That's what they're. No, it's not love. Love is not a chemical feeling.
How do you know? Yes, it is.
No, lust is a chemical feeling.
Yeah, love is. That's why they say people get. Love could be like a drug.
Then why? Then why is it that you can turn it on and off?
Well, because you learn how to damage.
No, if love wasn't a feeling, if it was a feeling, you couldn't turn it off in the way it's not love. Love is created. Love is created is marketed.
Love. Look, when your baby looks at you and he smiles and gives you that love, that's a feeling.
It is, but it's not love.
It's love.
You lost your mind. All right. Already 4254777 Rome. You could fall out of love if your heart is broken, like infidelity or something. But when you're in 5th grade and just naturally have a crush on the cute girl, nobody taught you that. That's pure natural animalistic instinct. But it's not love. That's my point. It's not love. It might be a chemical, like you said, animal instinct. It might be some sort of, how do I say it? I don't know how to say it. But love is a learned behavior. It's not love. All right, you use it to quantify and justify what you do. Rome, not all of us are cold-hearted Leos like you, Rome. That's not what I'm saying. I am just saying you can't use love to justify your actions and make it right. 4254777. Hey, good morning, Rome. Yeah, I don't believe in soulmates either. I agree with you. Can you do me a favor? Tell men stop using birthday month signs and apply it to our everyday lives. That crap is so fake. There are thousands of Leo, Cancers, etc. that are nothing alike, and some that are real men don't use that. Oh, and some that are real men that don't use that and apply it to their lives. Let the dumb women believe that. Yeah. I mean, the thing about it is, here's the problem. When you start to talk about love, or what somebody say, love is a feeling, Rome. You're wrong, but you can have the last word. No, I'm right. I mean, the problem is you're wrong, which is fine. Because, I mean, the reason people do this is because they want more meaning. Most of you are not secure enough with your life and who you are as a person that you need something outside. You need something bigger to make you feel better about yourself. And that's the problem. That's what it really comes down to. Love is learned. Love is applied. Love. That's why you can fall in and out of love. It's applied. What you're talking about when it comes to is lust. There is some sort of biological, like Raider Joe said earlier, there's some sort of biological chemical in your body that does attract you to somebody else, but it's not love. So, but everybody's trying to have a more meaningful life, like they're bigger than they really are. They want to make their life have more meaning, or their relationship have meaning, because they're so insecure and desperate. They need something more. They can't just be. Why do you send me here? Nah, astrology is very real. So is numerology. I don't know about numerology. I think you can do anything with numbers if you want to make yourself believe it. That's probably manipulated to a lot. Manipulated. I will say this about astrology, though. There may be something to the fact of energy, the solar system's energy. Maybe. I won't discount on how energy makes your body react. Let me put it to you like that, okay? Because we know that our body is we have neurons and things like that. So we do know a little bit about that. So I won't discount your astrology, but I won't say it's real. But the signs are stupid. I mean, the problem is you guys are just so insecure with your lives. And to just having a good life. You know what my grandfather was the most happy about after he worked all day to take care of his family? Was coming home to his family and enjoying time with what he worked so hard to provide for. He didn't care about having a soulmate, or he didn't care about that nonsense. And my grandma and grandfather they just loved their families, the grandkids, their kids. That's what they were most proud of. They weren't trying to make themselves into some sort of, something bigger than what they were. Just good people who raised a good family. Well, some of us were good, some of us are bad. But that's the idea. You guys are trying so hard to make your life bigger than it actually is, okay? It doesn't matter if the person you're with right now, it doesn't matter if you met him in high school. It doesn't matter if you met him 5 years ago. If you're in a great relationship where everybody gets their needs met, everybody gets what they want, and you're just enjoying your life, you won. As opposed to the people who met in high school who are going, yep, it was meant to be. See how great we are? Anybody that has to make their life more meaningful than it really is, and I'm not saying your life isn't meaningful. I'm just saying if you got to make it bigger and be so dramatic about it, then you probably aren't as happy as you're trying to prove to everybody. If you got to tell somebody, hey, man, we met 30 years ago in high school, and you know what? It was just meant to be. I'm going to bet you're not as happy, because why are you trying to justify your relationship? As opposed to the couple who, you know what? I went through a divorce. He went through a divorce. We got a couple of kids, had a couple rough times there for a while, dating a bunch of losers. But dang, we got together. We were both smarter and wiser about what we wanted and made a calculated decision. Hey, this could be the person. Now we're in love. That's learned. And their relationship, they're probably happier than you are, because you're trying to justify everything. And why do you have to do that? Alrighty, 4254777. Hey, Rome, it's not insecurity to want to find someone you like and share your life with. And it's not insecurity to do that. It's insecurity to try to make people believe that there was more to it than just you were looking for something and you found it. And if it's to find someone you naturally click with, if you have to learn someone's love language, you're probably not compatible with them. Your love language is probably monetary, not sentimental. You cold-hearted fire sign. No, you're 100% wrong. Everything you just said contradicts and proves what I said. You don't find compatibility through love. You find compatibility through compatibility. And then you learn, hey, I like this person more than just liking this person. Now I love them. Yeah. You need to. Cold-hearted has nothing to do with it. Being smart enough, educated enough, have enough life experience and common sense to go, you know what? This is the person I can spend the rest of my life with and never have to worry. And yes, you'll fall in love with that person. But love is learned. You said me, you're still fighting over this love thing. Love is learned. Okay? It's not what you think it is. Okay, my gosh, let it go. I am so secure, Rome. Let's see. I am so secure. I don't fit in with these average Joes, Romeo. I was a supermodel for 20 years. Now I'm disabled. You think I'll rock the Macy's campaign again? I don't know, maybe. Compatibility is chemistry, which makes you simultaneously love them. It doesn't. It does not. You can be compatible with somebody in a lot of different ways. And it's not chemical. Compatibility is not chemical. Should I refill my vodka creamsicle or should I go to bed? Well, I don't know. Do whatever you want. But yeah, maybe you should refill and go to bed. Refill, then go to bed. It's so hard to follow your train of thought. I'm going to just twerk by this piano. Okay. Oh, my God. It might be the vodka that's making it hard for you to follow my train of thought. All right, good morning, Rome. This message is from the office of Seahawk Lou. We are here to confirm Chuck Norris passed away, age 86. Yeah, I just saw that in Hawaii yesterday. The story was he was doing well, and then all of a sudden this morning he just, passed away. That's crazy. I wonder what happened. I wonder if he's 86 years old, huh? That's crazy. All right, let me see if there's any word. A sudden medical emergency in Hawaii. They said there was no reason. They're keeping the circumstances private. Please know that he was surrounded by his family and in peace. I wonder what happened. Do you guys wonder when they say they want to keep stuff private, what that means? All right, 842-547-7. That's just kind of weird, I think. I don't know why they would want to why they're doing that. I mean, maybe it'll come out later. Maybe it's just, that's wild. Yeah, I guess Chuck Norris did die. Passed away, 86 years old. About stupid tricks you did as a kid or neighborhood games. You got together with your buddies and you would always, you would do something dumb. You would you'd play some sort of neighborhood game to entertain yourself. 842-547-7. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what up, bro?
Hey, what up, man?
So, I remember back in the day, me and my little cousins and all the little homies on the block, we were all into WWF when wrestling was real, you know?
It was real, okay.
And we used to play poop matches, so whenever a dog would poop in the grass, first one that landed it lost.
Oh!
Yeah, it was horrible, man. It was horrible. But hey, it was fun. It was fun as kids, and yeah, it was knockout challenges, so whoever landed it was out.
That's nasty.
That man definitely won it. It was gross.
That's nasty. All right, man. Thanks for calling.
Thanks, man.
Like I said, man, kids will do anything to entertain themselves. When, it was just, you had to go outside. You had to find other kids to play with in your neighborhood. And kids would just come up with the stupidest games and do the dumbest tricks. Just, how do you think, how do you think a lot of these kids get hurt? A lot of these scars came from entertainment. That's what we had to do to entertain ourselves. RD42547-7. What kind of tricks? What kind of neighborhood games did you guys play? And when I say neighborhood games, like what the guy just said, they played WWF with poo. I never heard of that before, but that was a neighborhood game. Talking about games, neighborhood games you played when you were a kid. Good morning, Hot. What's up?
Wrong.
What up, brother?
Neighborhood game it was football, but we called it sideline bash. As long as you ran down the middle with two-hand touch, you ran close to the sidewalk or whatever, you got hit. Whatever you did on that sidewalk is whatever you hit.
Oh, come on. Wow.
Hey, it made us stronger.
I sure did. Damn. That's rough, man. Thanks for calling. Good morning, now. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo, you talking about the childhood games?
Yeah, what up, man?
Hey, so there used to be like 10 of us. We all lived like 2 blocks from each other.
Okay.
We had the old the Power Wheels, little four-wheel cars or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Dude, there'd be like 6 of us. We're all probably 6 or 7 years old. You team up with your friend. He'd push you around. We had a little derby going on. We'd smash into each other, bro. We did it until our cars broke, man. We had these little beat-up cars that didn't have no batteries in them. And we just all got together. We just smashed into each other, Somebody pushed to you, and you took turns just like that.
Oh, man, that's great, man. That
was great, dude. I never see those kids do that again these days.
Yeah, you won't. All right, man, thanks for calling.
All right, man, later.
I mean, let's be honest when we talk about this stuff, though. Kids today will never do that stuff because they don't have to. I mean, back in the day, before the internet, before laptop or iPads and computers and all this stuff, iPhones, before all of that, you had to entertain yourself. So you went and found a bunch of other kids in your neighborhood that had nothing else to do, and that's how you became friends. Think about it. All the friends you have for the most part now are because you were looking for other people, other kids that had nothing else to do just like you, right? You might not be friends with them today because, you didn't have, that's all we were doing as kids, running around looking for other kids that had nothing else to do so we could do nothing together or make up silly games to play. All right, 842-547-7.
Romeo, how are you this morning?
Doing great, brother. What's up?
Well, growing up, man, a lot of childhood games that I grew up playing with a few friends that I had, and to this day are still part of my life. One of them, we didn't have a lot of money, so one of them, what we used to do is we used to roll up a piece of paper, using origami and turn it into a dart. And what we would do is you grab dirt and you throw it inside to make it heavy, right? Yeah. And then you grab a paper clip that you put at the very tip right before you put the dirt so that it doesn't fall out, and you grab a rubber band, the thickest, hardest rubber band you can find,
okay, and
you launch it in the air. And everybody stands in the circle, head down, and see whoever it hits. Mind you, it's paper with dirt. It's not really going to hurt if it hits the back of your head. Until Artie decided to look up, and we're like, all right, we're down. It's one of those things. If you're growing up in East Bakersfield and you hear the words, "You're not down," oh my gosh, or "double dog dare you," you're going to have to do it. So we all decide to look up. Well, it hits Artie square in the eye.
Oh,
right?
my God. That is so funny.
To this day, we call him Bullseye Artie, or sometimes we'll call him Artie.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
We used to do all sorts of stuff. And if I could tell you real last one, is we used to skate downhill. There's a street called Camino Primavera in East Bakersfield. They dared me to rollerblade downhill. I'd never rollerbladed in my life. I didn't know how to stop. So as I'm going down, I'm about to reach college, which is a very busy street.
Yep.
I'm thinking the best thing for me to do, since I don't know how to stop on rollerblades, is to throw myself on one of the lawns. Well, Newton's law of physics is that a body in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon with greater force, equal or greater force. Well, guess what? When I threw myself midair into the grass, I completely kept going midair and missed the entire grass area, landed on the driveway and the pavement, rolled a few times. Old man that was washing his lawn there just looked at me and he goes, "Man, you completely missed that entire grassy area."
We're talking about, as a kid, man, before all this electronics, before video games, before anything that kept you in a house, everything you had to do was outside the house, which means you had to go out and find other kids like you who had nothing to do. And then that's how you made your friends in the neighborhood. And then after a while, you'd start making up dumb neighborhood games, or you'd make up stupid tricks to do, Everybody lay down. Let's see how many kids we can jump over on our bikes. Yeah. How many of you done that? Already 42547-7. Morning, how what's going on?
Good morning, Romeo.
Hey, what up? What up, DJ?
Hey, when I was little, we used to play this game called I Ain't Gonna Get It. Have you heard of that?
No, what is it?
It's a bunch of us girls and boys get together and play, and we be crushing on each other. So we go hide, and when they find us, they get it.
No!
Get a kiss or something. I ain't gonna get it. And always hide in the same spot.
Oh, my God. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite melodies.
Oh, that's great. Hey, thanks for calling the show.
All right, bye-bye.
We should play that game as adults. All right, hey, Rome. We used to play a game called Black Widow where we would turn all the lights off in the room and just start fighting everyone in the dark. Free-for-all rumbles in the dark. Nice. Kids are so stupid. Oh, my God. How did we survive? 842-547-7. What kind of dumb neighborhood games did you play with your friends in the neighborhood? Or stupid tricks you would do? Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Hey, Rome.
Yeah.
How about doorknob? You ever heard of doorknob?
No.
So when you're right there with your friends or family members and you fart, they rush you and start beating you up until you touch a doorknob. We did that all the time. Yep, that's what we do, man. As soon as someone cut one, rush them.
That could be the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yep, it was fun as hell.
All right, man. Thanks for calling.
All right, later.
Doorknob. Let's play doorknob. All right. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Romeo? Hey, I hear you talking about the game we used to play dumb as kids.
Yeah, what up, man?
Me and my homeboys had a game we used to play. It's called BB Bridges. So that means all of us would be together and we'd try to use words without using the letter B. And then if you use the word B, everybody just gets a punch on you until you say BB Bridges.
My God, that might be the second stupidest thing I've heard today.
Yeah, so if you said anything with a B in it and you forgot that we was playing BB Bridges, everybody would just rap down on you, beat you up, body slap you until you say BB Bridges. So you better not forget.
All right, man. You guys are crazy. All right, man. Thanks for calling. It's like Slug Bug. We used to play Slug Bug in the car, right? I don't think they play Slug Bug no more. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo. So I'm listening this morning. So you must be talking about the 70s and the 80s because these kids don't go outside and entertain themselves no more.
Oh, no, absolutely. I agree with you. But they will. If you stuck your kids in the backyard and said you're going to stay out here for 2 hours with no electronics, they'd figure out something to do.
They're going to cry and sit there and look at the wall.
Well, they might.
My kids, me and my husband are like, go outside and entertain yourself. Find a stick.
Find a stick.
Make a tetherball court. Nowadays, these kids will look at you like, hello, I'm bored.
Yeah, but they can't.
They do what we used to do.
They could only cry for so long. So maybe they might cry for 20 minutes, but then they'll figure out something to do. They will. They'll find a stick and hit each other with it. They'll do something.
It's crazy. Growing up, we grew up like that. You go do chalk. You go hide in the seat. Go, play with your friends. Hide and seek. Now, because there's phones, that's the entertainment. So nowadays, it's crazy. I have to take my kids' phones and I'm like, go outside, find something to do, play basketball.
Here's what you need to do today. It's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Go get you an ice chest full of beer and a couple margaritas, and go sit outside and take your kids' phones away and see how long it takes them to actually find something to do.
That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan.
And I'm going to guess it's going to... Huh? Go ahead.
Sounds fun to me.
I'm going to guess it's going to take them about 30 to 40 minutes.
Until they start complaining, or
until they stop complaining and realize that you're not going to budge.
Okay. We're going to do that today, Chloe, okay?
Let me know what happens. All right.
My daughter's looking at me. My 15-year-old daughter's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, no, I all right, thanks for calling. Bye.
Bye.
Now, what's going on?
What's up, Romeo? Ray Rock here.
Hey, Rob, what's up?
What's up, buddy? Hey, I got one. One time we were younger, we like to do a lot of stupid things, about 5 of us. And then we go behind my buddy's house, we climb up a tree, we'd wait for a horse to come underneath us. And I was the first one to jump, let go, and land on the horse. And I was the last one because I got bucked off and got kicked in the butt and was out of commission for at least 7 weeks.
Oh, wow. You jumped on a horse out of a tree?
Yeah, tried to write it. Talking about some dumb stuff.
Wow, that's wild, man. Wow, okay.
Yeah, that's just a part of it, man. We used to walk around at the houses and throw rocks at the bee nest and see who would get stung first, too.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Yeah, talking about some knuckleheads. We're dumb.
Yeah. All right, Rob. Thanks for calling. That's hilarious. Already 42547-7. Yo, Rome. We used to soak up the backyard until it gets muddy and play some mud football. Man, it was fun. Yeah. Yo, Rome, the fact that woman has phones for her kids says she's part of the problem. No. That's doing too much. You can't, it's a whole nother conversation, but I'm just going to tell you, no, that's not part of the problem. You have to have a phone today. You have to be part of society, you have to have a phone. It's just unfortunate that that's the way it is, but you can't do that. Your kids will be outcasts. All right, 842-547-7. Come on now, what's going on?
Hey, Romeo.
Hey.
So we're talking about kids being bored.
Okay.
So, I just got to say, I have a 10-year-old. He's autistic, right?
Okay.
He does have a phone.
Yeah.
However, he broke his phone not too long ago. It still works, but, not to the way, he doesn't like the way the cracks are on the screen, right?
Okay.
So I watch 4 other kids on top of my 2, so I have 6 kids all the time. Tell me why this kid, who is usually on his phone over these last 2 weeks, has not even asked for my phone or anyone else's. He's sitting there on the couch twiddling his thumbs the other day and looks at the cousins and he screams, "Get off your phones! Don't you guys know how to play anymore?" Gosh.
It's funny. It's funny when kids...
I know, right?
Yeah.
I work in Delano, too, so, it's not that far, but it's like a 20, 30-minute drive. With kids, maybe 35.
Hey, by the way, it might as well be 6 hours for the kids, but okay, go ahead.
Right, that part. So they all left their phones at home because I was like, I don't want to deal with the fighting and screaming in the car of who stole whose brain rot or whatever.
Yeah.
And so on the way out there, I got 3 of the cousins going, "Auntie Livy, I'm bored. I'm bored." And I'm like, "Play a game." And they're like, "What game?" My sisters and my cousins and I, we used to play a game called Whatever is on your side, you get. Person sitting in the middle is the referee, and they get first dibs out of the front window. So they're all playing this game, and they're just having a blast. They totally forget they even have a phone. Mm-hmm. And my niece goes, "Auntie Livy, what other olden time games do you have?" Oh, girl, shut the hell up. Oh, my gosh.
Well, teach them.
This is what we used to do before phones.
Yeah. Teach them slug bug, and you'd be good to go.
Oh, yeah, we play slug bug. We play crotch rocket. We have one that we call spider, and that's if you see a cop or a sheriff, we call spider. That way the parents know if we don't see it before the kids do.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, thanks for calling.
Bye, Rome.
All right, 842-547-7. I'm just going to tell you, kids will be resilient. Kids will find something to do. The problem is, you parents, you can't wait long enough. It's not the kid's fault. It's your fault as the parent for not saying, okay, let them get through their tantrum. Let them get through their withdrawals from their phone. But they'll find something to do. Romeo, already 42547-7. Hey, Rome. Yo, my kids love being outside playing and only get 2 hours a day on the tablet. And sometimes they don't even get on it just because they be outside longer. Well, that's good. I mean, like I said, man, all I'm saying is kids will find a way. Kids will find a way. Yo, Rome, we would play cops and robbers, Rome. Okay. That's hilarious. Hey, Rome, it's going to be a little hot today. You having some cold ones after work, perhaps around the golf? I wish I could. I am so busy today after work. That's going to suck what I got to do. Hey, Rome, I have to go to bed or at least pretend. Otherwise, go to bed. You still ain't gone to bed yet? All right. Already 42547-7. What are we talking about here? What did you send me? You were talking about the phone. She's the problem. The kid's 15. That's a good age for a phone. Part of the problem is kids are so lame now because all the social media censorship. It's made them mousy and insecure. When the radio has less censorship than the internet, you know we in trouble. When the radio has less censorship than the internet, the radio does not have less censorship than the internet. What are you talking about? I said 15 was a good age for a phone, but if the kids were 12 and under, they shouldn't have a phone. Why? What? Who are you to decide what age limit somebody should get a phone? Complacent parents are part of the problem. No child would be commenting on TikTok. You got elementary school playing. They are affixed to adult sites. I don't care if my kid is the minority. They won't have a phone prematurely. They won't be ostracized. They will be, though. Kids are nice nowadays. Bullying is more rare. No, it's not about being ostracized. This is where you fail to understand when I say kids. You have to. It's part of society. If I didn't have a phone, do you know how much business I would lose out on? Do you know how many friends I would have, how many things I would miss out on if I didn't have a phone and the accessibility that all my friends and family and people that I have to do business with for this radio show utilize? That's what I mean by that. Kids won't be, I didn't say you're taking it a little bit to an extreme about the bullying part. Parents need to wake up. It's days on your phone. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it's just the idea. There is a place for it all. You're right. You are right about the parents need to parent a little harder. Absolutely. But for a kid not to know what's going on when they go to school and their friends are all talking about something that they saw on a phone or saw on a TikTok and your kid not knowing, then that kid is going to be outside the circle. They're not necessarily going to be bullied. They're just not going to be up to date, current to what's going on. Unfortunately, I know you guys don't like this, but the fact of the matter is, when you live in a society with a group of people, okay, you need to know what's going on. Kids especially. Kids live in a society, in a bubble, in a world where they want to be liked. They want to have friends. They don't want to be the outcast. Unfortunately, for the world we live in today, you're the outcast. If you don't have a phone, you're the outcast. If you don't know what the latest TikTok trend is, you're the outcast. It's just the world that they're growing up in. The problem is you guys think your world is better. And now I got to defend kids and defend phones, but your world was not better. It was just different. It's not better. In fact, I would say kids today have it way better than we did when we were kids. Way more things to do, way more exciting, way more accessibility. It's better. Now, how people have utilized it is what's made it negative, but you can't do that. Yeah, I remember being a kid, and I had an old school dad, and my dad was all my friends had Nikes. I had Chuck Taylors because my dad was old school. He didn't know what Nikes were. He was all, so the shoes I got were from his time, not mine. And, I was outcasted. Not in a negative way, like, I wasn't bullied. But I was embarrassed for myself. My friends didn't really embarrass me. My cousins might have, but my friends didn't embarrass me because of it. But I was embarrassed. just because I was a kid and everybody else had Nikes except me. So you can't do that to your children. It's Romeo, it's 94.1.
Hi, I just wanted to say I agree with you about the giving the kids the phones at whatever age each parent thinks is appropriate. I don't think there's like a set age for that.
Yeah, I'm glad. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, and also I was going to say, like, I know the phones seem like an issue, but I like it because I'm able to track my kid wherever she is. My parents would have loved that when I was growing up, I'm sure.
You're absolutely right. The problem is these people who are set against it don't want to have to parent harder. And that's, I mean, everybody's had to parent differently when you were, depending on technology.
Yeah, every stage, every adult has their own struggle.
Anybody that's complaining about it is an idiot, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because they have to do more work.
Yeah.
You have to be in the phone and know how to work it and know how to do things with it.
100%.
There's so many things out there where you can literally get your kids' messages sent to you. Mm-hmm. And it's easy. You just got to use your brain more.
Exactly. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, bye. RD42547. Kids don't have it better these days. They're mousy, insecure. What are you talking about here? Radio has less censorship than social media by far. You say the word bully on TikTok, you get taken down. Come on, Rome, keep up with the pulse. No, you're 100% wrong. Just because there are certain words that you can't say doesn't mean that it's far worse. Look at all these idiots that talk about false information, that give you the false news, and they have the problem. Here's where you're an idiot, and I'm going to tell you right now. And this is just between radio and social media. Radio has an accountability to get the facts straight. You think saying the word bully is more censorship than giving out uneducated or how do you say it? I don't want to say fake news, but not giving out factual information. That's far worse. To allow people to give out information that's not real, regardless of how you say it, is far worse than whatever you're trying to say. RD42547. But kids do have it better today. Rome, it's Ruben. Back in the day when we used to watch the Mike Tyson fights at our house, everybody brought their kids with them. So we would play hide and seek in the neighborhood. But whoever was hiding, they had been, They had been shooters that were cut off the top of the 2-liter bottle balloons back. So I don't know. Sometimes you guys need to learn how to autocorrect before you text me. Let's see. Hey, Rome, how about marbles? Man, marbles was the game. Winning them marbles were the greatest. Yeah, marbles was the game. And if you had Steelies, remember when you had Steelies? Oof. Hey, Rome, agreed. Parents just need to just educate their kids about the dangers of social media and phones, etc. And that's what the lady said. Any parent that's out here going, well, my day was better, and these cell phones are ruining, and these iPads. No, they're not. They're not ruining anything. If you use them properly, they can be a great tool for you and your family, especially for parents. But parents they don't want to work harder. And a lot of it is because the parents are addicted to their phones, and you blame the kids. How many I can start naming names of men and women that I know that blame blame their kids, or blame the phones or the iPads, and then blame their kids while they're doing the exact same thing. But it's not their fault, never the parents' fault. RD42547.
What's going on, Rome? Chili Gilly.
What up, Gilly?
Hey, you know what? I told you before I used to sell illegal fireworks when I was a kid. Okay. So I would get a packet of Black Cats, which had 16 in them, and I would sell them for $1 a pack. And I would get a pie pan and fill it up half water and get one of those Gerber cans and make a hole. Well, of course, it had a hole at the top, and I would put the firecracker in there, and it would shoot it up like about 100 feet in the air. And all these kids were amazed. They were like, wow, man. So Mrs. Gomez says, hey, Gilly, would you sell me a couple of packs of that? And would you got an extra pipe hand? So I sold her everything. And so, she didn't have much money. So she was doing it. She was lining up. Well, here comes a cop down the street, and she shoots it up, and it hits the top of his car. Uh-huh. She immediately... he tells her, well, who sold them to you? She ratted me out, man. I hid all my stuff. I hid all my stuff in the tool shed, and did you sell her some fireworks? I go, who? He goes, Miss Gomez. I said, I don't even know who that is. Her stuff was in the same class with me.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, but, hey, you got to do what you got to do, baby. Later.
All right, later. RD42547. Romeo, how can you say that kids have it better today? We used to ride our bikes, go play at the park, all the sports, the things that we did were actually entertaining and fun. Okay. This is the stupidity of you. Is you are either ignorant or you don't want to admit. But I lived in both eras. I lived before a cell phone and after a cell phone. Before an iPad, after an iPad. I lived when cartoons were only on for a couple hours a day to being on 24 hours a day. And if you think that life was better then for a kid than it would be to have access to everything, you're an idiot. Because now they have the best of both worlds. Kids today have the best of both worlds. The problem is you parents have to work harder as a parent to make sure that they learn the right way to do things and a balance in their life. And you're not good enough to do that. So you blame the kids or the technology.
Hey, what's up, Ron?
Hey, Ruben, what up, man?
Bro, you're absolutely right what you're saying about the kids, 100%. I mean, I coached soccer for a long time, and these kids, they always want to exchange their numbers, or get a little group text. And I had one this last season, the little girl goes, "Well, I'm sorry, guys, I only have an email."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So she felt lost, like, and then just seen her recently, and the first thing she did to my daughter, "Can we exchange phone numbers?" Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different era. It's like you gotta let the kids live it. You know what I mean? It's like back in the day when our great-grandparents, what did you want us rolling? They didn't have us rolling rocks. We had marbles now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you got to go with the flow and not let your kid be that outcast. And the one that texts you saying that they're not having fun, I don't know about them, but I hear my kids 11 o'clock on a Friday, Saturday night screaming and having a lot of fun when they're all with all their friends on a microphone playing a video game. All right. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that, but, yeah, and then the parenting. Don't blame the kids. Blame yourself, because if you got off your phone and went outside with your kids, they'll be out there with you.
Exactly.
Rome, back in our days, Rome, our parents weren't inside. They went out there work. They were outside always either drinking a beer, cleaning the yard, doing something, and you were out messing around.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
You know what I mean? So if you want to go outside, leave your phone inside too. Not just the kids. You leave your phone inside too and go and hang out a couple hours with your kid outside. And then I bet you within the parents will give up before the kid.
Romeo in the Morning.
Every morning.
On 94.1.